You are not waiting to become a millionaire. You are not hoping wealth finds you. You are not dependent on the economy, the job market, the right opportunity, or the perfect timing. You are not at the mercy of luck. You check your bank account in the morning. The number has not moved. You feel that small drop in your chest, that tightening in your throat. You tell yourself you are trusting God. You tell yourself you are patient. But the next thought is a calculation. The next thought is a list of bills, and the calculation is afraid. You speak abundance on Sunday. You declare prosperity in your prayers. But on Monday, when the bill arrives, when the payment is due, when the invitation requires money you do not yet see, you return to the old speech. You say, I cannot afford it. You say, maybe next time. You say, I hope things get better. And in that moment, you have spoken a new decree. You have molded lack. You have commanded limitation. And the universe, which does not argue, which does not correct, which does not override your word, obeys. But I say unto you, you became a millionaire the moment you spoke it. Not when the bank account changed, not when the check arrived, not when the contract was signed. The moment you decreed it with the authority of one who knows the law, the invisible substance began to take form. Your spoken word is the creative force that moves the invisible into the visible, the formless into form, the divine idea into earthly demonstration. This is not metaphor. This is not positive thinking. This is not a motivational speech to help you feel hopeful about money. This is the sacred science of the spoken word, and it operates whether you understand it or not. I have watched student after student stand in lack, surrounded by bills, drowning in fear, paralyzed by the appearance of poverty. And I have watched those same students speak the word of abundance and see demonstration manifest within days, not because they worked harder, not because conditions changed, because they changed the word they spoke over their life. Decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee. This is not a suggestion. This is law, and it shall be. Your spoken word is not commentary on reality. It is the mold into which invisible substance pours. What you speak consistently, you must demonstrate, whether you speak wealth or lack. The universe does not respond to your silent thoughts alone. It does not hear your wishes. It does not read your journals. It obeys the decrees spoken with authority. They tell you to visualize. They tell you to feel the wealth as if it were already yours. But they leave out the lever. The word is the wand. Without it, the pictures in your mind are dust. This is not positive thinking. This is not affirmation as emotional comfort. This is the law of the spoken word, and it operates with the precision of mathematics. If you speak lack, you mold lack. If you speak limitation, you mold limitation. If you speak millionaire, you mold millionaire. The word you speak is the creative force. It does not ask permission. It does not wait for conditions to improve. It begins to operate the moment it leaves your mouth. But hear this now. The word must be spoken as law, not as hope, not as a wish you whisper into the dark, not as a plea you offer to a distant God who may or may not hear you. You speak as the anointed authority. You speak as the chosen vessel. You speak as the one who knows the invisible must obey. Say this now. Speak it aloud. Hear yourself declare, I am a millionaire because infinite substance is my supply. Say it louder. I am a millionaire because infinite substance is my supply. Not I want to be, not I hope to become. I am, and so it is. There is an ancient formula that has never failed: denial and affirmation. First, you deny the false condition. Then you affirm the divine truth. You do not deny the appearance. You do not pretend the bills are not there. You do not ignore the evidence in your bank account, but you deny its power over you. You deny its permanence. You deny its authority to dictate your future. You say, this lack is not my divine design. This limitation is not my inheritance. This poverty is not the will of the infinite for my life. And then you affirm the truth. You speak the word that aligns with the divine plan. You tell yourself you are being patient. You tell yourself the timing is not right. But that is not the real reason. The real reason is that a part of you still believes the lack is more real than the word. This is not because you are weak. This is not because you are unworthy. This is because no one taught you that the word is the lever. But now you know. The word does not return void. The word does not wait for permission from the outer world. The word sets the law in motion, and the law must obey. There is one more instruction I must place in your mouth before this teaching is sealed. It is the law the wealthy know but never name. Watch for it as we move forward. Speak it now. I deny the power of lack. I affirm my divine wealth now. Say it with certainty. I deny the power of lack. I affirm my divine wealth now. The denial breaks the old pattern. The affirmation establishes the new law, and so it is. Now hear this. You do not speak the word as a beggar hoping the universe grants your request. You speak as the anointed heir claiming what is already yours by divine right. The beggar says, "Please, if it is not too much trouble, could I have a little extra money?" The heir says, "I am a millionaire. It is established." The beggar asks. The heir claims. The beggar pleads. The heir decrees. The beggar waits for evidence before he believes. The heir believes, and the evidence follows. You are not a beggar at the door of supply. You are the chosen channel through which infinite abundance flows. And the moment you recognize this, the moment you claim this, the moment you speak this as law, the demonstration begins. But the word must be spoken with authority, not with desperation, not with the tone of one who begs. When you speak as the one who has already won. You speak as the instrument of divine prosperity. You speak as the vessel through which the wealth of heaven flows into the earth. Decree it now. I am the anointed channel through which infinite wealth flows. Once more, with strength. I am the anointed channel through which infinite wealth flows. This is not arrogance. This is not delusion. This is the recognition of your divine inheritance. And so it is. There are 3 words you must eliminate from your vocabulary if you are to demonstrate wealth. Not reduce, not minimize, eliminate. The first word is hope. Hope is the language of delay. Hope says, I want it, but I do not have it, and I am not sure it will come. Hope is passive. Hope waits. Hope wishes. But I say unto you, you are not a hoping soul. You are a decreeing soul. You do not hope for wealth. You command it. You do not hope the universe hears you. You speak the word and the universe obeys. The second word is try. Try is the language of failure before you begin. Try says, I will make an attempt, but I am already prepared for it not to work. Try has no authority. Try has no certainty. Try is the word of one who does not know the law. But you know the law now. You do not try to demonstrate wealth. You decree it, and it is done. The third word is luck. Luck is the language of the unconscious. Luck says, good things happen randomly, and I hope I am in the right place at the right time. Luck denies your dominion. Luck denies your power. Luck denies the law. They call it luck. They call it a freak. I call it law. The sudden check, the unexpected gift, the impossible reversal. These are not anomalies. They are demonstrations. There is no luck in the kingdom of divine supply. There is only law. You do not get lucky. You get obedient to the word you speak, and the demonstration follows. Stop speaking hope. Stop speaking try. Stop speaking luck. Speak decree. Speak command. Speak law. Say it. I do not hope. I do not try. I decree, and it is done. Write it in the comments now. Not for me, but for you. Let your own eyes see the sentence that carries your wealth. Type the affirmation so that your fingers anchor what your spirit has accepted, and so it is. Your spoken word sets the invisible law in motion, but the demonstration comes through the bridge of incidence, the seemingly coincidental pathway the infinite arranges to bring your word into visible form. I had a student who came to me one morning in desperate need. He required $8,000 by that evening to save a business deal. It was 9 in the morning. The need was immediate. The appearance was impossible. I led him in spoken word treatment. We denied the appearance of lack. We affirmed that infinite spirit was his immediate supply. We declared the money was already on its way. He left my presence and went about his day. By 6 that evening, the full $8,000 had come through an unexpected business transaction that had seemed impossible just hours earlier. The word was instant. The bridge took 9 hours. This is the law. The moment you decree, the invisible begins to take form. But the visible arrangement requires the bridge of incidence, the divine design arranging people, circumstances, opportunities, and so-called coincidences to bring your word into manifestation. You do not see it yet, but it is already done, and you must obey the hunch. The hunch is the voice of the infinite, the intuitive nudge that guides you to the first plank of the bridge. If you feel led to make a call, make the call. If you feel led to attend an event, attend the event. If you feel led to apply for a position, apply. The hunch is not random. The hunch is divine instruction, guiding you to the channel through which your word will manifest. Most students ignore the hunch because it does not look like $1 million. They want the money to appear without effort, without movement, without obedience. But your word sets the law in motion, and the hunch directs you to the door. You must speak the word and follow the hunch. This is the full formula. Speak it. I speak the word, and I follow the hunch. My demonstration is already on its way. Speak it again with faith. I speak the word and I follow the hunch. My demonstration is already on its way, and so it is. What you bless, you multiply. What you praise, you expand. What you give thanks for, you demonstrate more of. This is the secret the millionaire knows that the beggar does not. The beggar looks at his empty wallet and complains. The millionaire looks at his first dollar and gives thanks. The beggar waits until he has abundance to be grateful. The millionaire gives thanks for abundance before it appears, and the thanksgiving calls it forth. You must bless your money now, not when you have more, now. You must give thanks for the dollar in your hand as if it were $1 million. You must praise the $20 bill as the seed of infinite increase. You must bless every coin, every payment, every small demonstration, and speak over it. This is the evidence of my divine supply. This multiplies, this increases, this expands into avalanches of abundance. When you bless what you have, you open the channel for more. When you complain about what you have, you close the channel. The student who says, I only have $10, this is nothing, will continue to have $10. The student who says, I have $10 and I bless it as the seed of my millionaire demonstration, will see that $10 multiply, not because the $10 is magic, because the word spoken over the $10 sets the law of increase in motion. You are not waiting for more money so you can be grateful. You are grateful now, and the gratitude brings more money. Say this, I bless this money and it multiplies. I give thanks and increase flows. Say it over every dollar that touches your hand. I bless this money and it multiplies. I give thanks and increase flows. And so it is. Now hear this final instruction. You must give, not because giving earns you wealth, not because the infinite demands payment, but because giving is the proof that you believe in infinite supply. Before this video closes, there is one sentence I will speak over you. It is the sentence that seals the millionaire decree into your bones. It is already forming in the invisible as we move toward the end. The one who hoards believes in limitation. The one who gives believes in overflow. When you clutch your money in fear, you speak the word of scarcity. When you release your money with joy, you speak the word of abundance. I am not telling you to give away money you need for bills. I am telling you to give with the consciousness of one who knows more is coming. Give the 10%. Give the offering. Give the tip that is more generous than required. Give to the one in need. Give to the work that blesses you. And as you give, speak this word: I give freely because my supply is infinite. As I release, I receive. Say it now. I give freely because my supply is infinite. As I release, I receive. This is the millionaire's secret. The millionaire gives because he knows the channel is open. The beggar hoards because he believes the supply will run out. But you cannot outgive the infinite. The more you release with joy, the more the infinite pours through you. You are not a storage tank. You are a channel, and the channel that flows is the channel that fills. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Not because you earned it, because you demonstrated the consciousness of abundance, and the law must match your demonstration. And so it is. You are a millionaire, not because the evidence has appeared, but because you have spoken it into law. And if that landed, if you just recognized yourself in the moments I named, the mornings you checked the account and felt the drop, the nights you affirmed abundance but spoke lack by daylight, then you have found the gap. It is the gap between what you decree in prayer and what you rehearse in your mind when the bill arrives. It is the place where your mouth says one thing and your heart whispers another. But hear this now. That gap is not evidence of your unworthiness. That gap is not proof that the law does not work for you. That gap is the place where the spoken word law has not yet been activated daily in your mouth. The cause is not the economy. The cause is not your history. The cause is not that you are unlucky or cursed or forgotten. The cause is that you have not yet claimed, with relentless daily speech, the millionaire identity that is already yours by divine right. And the moment you do, the moment you speak with the authority you were born holding, the moment you refuse to return to the old speech, no matter what the appearance shows, the demonstration begins. Not because you earned it, not because you finally became worthy, because you aligned your mouth with the law, and the law does not return void. Say it now. Say it aloud. I am a millionaire. It is established. It is law. It is mine. Do not let this moment dissolve into silence. Seal it with your word. What I spoke over you in this teaching is not meant to live in one video. It is meant to live in your mouth every day, morning, noon, and night, until the law becomes your natural speech. That is why I prepared the 30 spoken declarations, 30 sacred sentences across wealth, health, and divine timing, written so your daily speech matches the law you have just remembered. It is free. The link is below this video. Speak them until the old patterns break and the new law is established in your life. Write the affirmation in the comments now, not for me, but for you. Let your own eyes see the sentence that carries your wealth. Type it so that your fingers anchor what your spirit has accepted. Say this one last time with me. I am a millionaire because infinite substance is my supply. Every door to divine wealth now opens before me. I am the channel through which prosperity flows in avalanches of abundance. My vaults overflow. My accounts multiply. My income increases. I demonstrate riches of every kind, for it is the divine plan that I live in limitless plenty. I give thanks for my millionaire demonstration, which is mine now, in the name of the infinite. If this voice calls your soul into deeper remembrance, subscribe not for content, but for covenant. This is not a channel. This is a chamber of law. You are standing in the lineage of students who have spoken the word and watched the demonstration unfold. You are not here by accident. You are here because the law has called you to remember what you were born knowing. The word does not return void. The decree does not fail. The demonstration is already forming in the invisible, and your only task is to hold to the word and refuse the old speech. You are the anointed channel of divine prosperity. You are the sacred vessel through which infinite wealth flows. You are the millionaire, demonstrated and manifest. It is done. It is law. It is yours. And so it is.